welcome to my channel. My name is Paula and in this video, let's look at some work bags. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is like a big passion of mine, but it kind of is because I feel like finding a really good looking, functional, easy to use work bag that fits a laptop, that is not like super heavy, massive, I don't know, aesthetically not pleasing or something. It's actually quite hard. And I personally feel like it has been a bit difficult to find a bag that I am kind of happy with. And I thought I would share 5 work bags or bags that are really good for work from my own collection. And they are from very different price points. So starting from like high street to luxury and something in between. But I guess needless to say, I'm always open for work bags because I do enjoy that I have kind of different look with my bags, and I hope these 5 that I'm gonna share with you also shows that. And I will link all of them down below. I'm assuming they are still available. Yeah, I guess we could go a bit in like price order. Would that be good? Let's go. Now I have to be honest with the first 1 and 2, if the order actually goes correctly or not. But I will anyway start with this. This is from Another Stories. So Upper High Street, is that a word? It's like this type of hobo style leather bag with one handle that you can carry on the shoulder. And it has a magnetic button. What I do have here. Okay, magnetic button that kind of closes it, but it is an open bag in a way. So if you are worried that someone's hand might go in, I've never had that issue, but if that's something to worry, just take that into consideration. There is also other colors of this bag, also in suede, that I was this tempted to purchase this autumn, but I think I am just so brainwashed with seeing suede everywhere that I also wanted something in suede, and that's why I was thinking of maybe buying this in suede, but I stopped myself because having duplicates of the same bag usually don't work out for me. So I didn't, but for anyone interested, it also exists in suede. And I think this is actually amazingly great. It is really lightweight. Well, it is lightweight, but still full leather. Inside is this kind of unfinished, or the kind of other side of leather. So it doesn't have like a lining, so to say. This fits a laptop perfectly, and at least for me, it's easy to carry. It doesn't really slip off that easily. Of course it does, but not so easily. And just in general, very timeless look. I've enjoyed using this a lot. And for instance, when I've gone to the office by bike, this has also been very easy to carry in that scenario. So definitely a great work bag, and I think the price point is also amazing. Second bag, which is actually something I'm currently using. So this is from the brand Bonnier. I actually did introduce this in one of my previous videos. I will link that here. It is not Bottega, even though it has this intrecciato leather weaving, but this is not leather. But anywho, this is kind of my attempt to test out if I'm truly enjoying this shape, this style of a bag, and if I will ever jump over to the Bottega Veneta's Jodie train. I feel like I've been standing on the station for quite a while now, but haven't jumped in. So this is me testing it out. This is what I'm currently using. I kind of like that even though this is quite similar shape, they are very different in appearance, in my opinion at least. This also fits a laptop, 13 inch, 14 inch. I think it said that it might fit even a bigger one. But anywho, this has like this is black, also comes in different colors. It has a dark brown lining and a zipper. So at least that's something I really, really appreciate. And it has this kind of nice slouch to it. I really, really enjoy. I think the price point on this is really great. It was 130 or 40 euros. As I will be linking this, you can check for yourself. And there were also some discount codes, especially when I purchased it. I think I got like 20% off. So I think the price is really good considering what you get, and it looks really good. And so far, so good. How many times can I say good after another? Let's see if one comes still out. But yeah, I'm currently using it, really enjoying. I now walk to the office, I carry this. It does stay on the shoulder, but to make it easier, I tend to maybe help with my arm or hand so that it's not always kind of like slipping off. But I do enjoy the look of it, and I think this is also a great alternative for a work bag. If you enjoy this type of aesthetics compared to a tote, because this can also be kind of like a handbag-ish, so it's not like a tote looking bag because it's not a tote. So maybe also a bit more versatile then. I don't know. Third bag I want to share with you is this one from the brand called Guy, and I've actually been gifted this bag. I will link the unboxing reveal video here if you want to know more about the brand and all of that. But this is a classic tote with a really, really lovely feature, which is these pockets over here. I think that, at least for me with totes, is the annoying part of like when you are carrying it and you would need to quickly reach out for your, I don't know, keys, phone, AirPods, smaller things. This is also very organized inside, but generally in totes you just have like an open space that you need to go through. But because this bag has these two smaller pockets but very deep, you can put your phone in here, your keys, I don't know, lipstick, lip balm, something small that you actually need to grab. And this kind of like screams, I'm a professional in my opinion. So this is definitely something I use when I want to be very put together. I want to kind of have confidence, like a good businesswoman, boss lady, oh my god, whatever this terminology there is. This is also full leather, but it's very, very waterproof. And I think this is like a classic tote, but it has this beautiful feature both front and back with these pleatings. So it's not like just a general black tote, it actually has something. And this also has a zipper closing, which probably helps. I have to say, this is the heaviest of all the bags I'm gonna share with you. So having a laptop here, a water bottle, whatever type of accessories might make this bag a bit heavy. But if you are not like planning on just carrying it on your shoulder for the next 10 hours or so, I think this is just amazingly beautiful. Something that I'm also noticing, I enjoy black work bags, don't I? Well, I guess I'm now gonna break the cycle. Going back to the classics, this is a Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the size. I think of the Neverfulls, this is the perfect for work. Of course, if you are the person who also brings out your gym stuff and lunch and all that, might be too small for it, but just like a laptop and office gear, this is the size. Now, I have bought, this is like my first luxury bag ever, and even though I don't use this anymore on, let's say, weekly basis, I still really much enjoy that. Every time I use it, I remember how great this is. And it is because it's so lightweight. And even though I have the Damier Azur, which is supposedly very, I don't know, delicate. I mean, of course, there might be some dirt on it. The bottom is a bit darker than the rest, and the leather is nicely patinaed. I'm fairly certain this has also gotten wet at some point, and it's really durable. I've also hot stamped it. I was very excited because this was the first luxury bag I ever bought. I wanted to put in my initial here. Don't know if I would do that anymore, although I'm not gonna sell this ever, so it doesn't really bother me. But it's quite funny and kind of cute as well that I was so excited when I got this that I absolutely wanted to hot stamp it as well, to kind of make it mine. But it doesn't matter, I'm not gonna sell it. But this, because the leather is so soft, it's very easy to carry, in my opinion, at least for me. I don't own the Damier Ebene, yes, the brown one, because I think the leather might be a bit more, or let's say less soft than this Vachetta thing, but this at least is super soft and such an easy bag to use, but also, like, I guess fairly recognizable. Most recognizable out of everything that I'm gonna show to you is this one. And oh, now I have to admit, I did not check before starting to film what this costs at the moment at Louis Vuitton, so I'm hoping this is not the most expensive one today. But when I bought this, it was 900 euros, something like that. But yeah, I think it's an eternal classic. I still enjoy the bag a lot and definitely see this as a good work bag if you are okay with the more recognizable print. Finally, I don't think this is really showing its best because it's empty, and maybe that's also the feature of it. This is the Goyard St. Louis tote in the GM size. It is the most flimsy out of all of them. It holds no shape when it is empty. You can probably see it. Yes, okay. So maybe for some, the PM size of this St. Louis would be better for work, because this is now one of those massive totes that also would fit the gym stuff and water bottles and lunch boxes and whatnot. For me, this goes over your shoulder, and as far as I've understood, the PM size might not do that, or especially if you have a thick coat, the handle drop isn't as good as in this one. So that's why I feel like this is better for work, because you can get it on your shoulder and be hands-free. This is so light. This is like the most lightweight of them all, and I know that people are also quite annoyed because this is like, you know, you can do whatever with this bag, and I don't think it is kind of its best representation while empty. But this, I think, is such a great bag for work because you can just throw stuff in there, and the bag itself is very light. For me, I haven't had any issues with these handles, even though they are very thin, but not as soft as with the Neverfull. For me, they feel very comfortable on the shoulder. So I just really enjoy this. And if I'm thinking of work life, as in going on a work trip, I would take this on the airplane because it does kind of squeeze and you can put it under your seat in front of you compared to this one, which is kind of also meant to be taken on business trips, kind of according to the founders of this brand and this bag itself. It was designed as the perfect work bag for a professional lady who kind of needs to travel and go around. For me, the not the problem, but the kind of thing with this bag and airplanes are the handles that are kind of sticking up and you can't really bend them, or I don't want to put it into this position. So kind of having this on an airplane, I don't know, at least I wouldn't feel comfortable in putting it underneath the seat in front of me. Not sure how this would go to the kind of overhead compartment with the handles. But this, I don't have any issues with this. It's just very easy. And for me, I like the Goyardine print. I guess Goyard is a bit more popular now than it was like some years ago, but there was a time when if you didn't know Goyard, the brand, you did not know that this was a luxury brand, and I like that. I like the print on it. I know that many people have opinions on the Goyard bags, and especially this tote, and if this is like worth a lot of money, but I think this is great. For me, this has worked amazingly, and I am so happy I bought this, even though the shopping experience was not good, nothing luxurious about it. But I'm really happy I have it, and I definitely use this during work context as well as when I'm traveling. Out of all of these, I use this the most in that kind of sense. These bags I only basically use for work, not at all in my free time. And this is a mixture for me for work and free time. So I don't know, would this then be the best of the most versatile? I have also made a comparison video between these two, so I'm not gonna dig that much into that, but I'm quite happy I have them both, and for me they are not the same. All right, now we went through the 5 work bags in my collection that I kind of would recommend for that purpose if you are still looking for a good one or are looking for just ideas, because that's at least something I'm always open to, because that's a bag that gets used a lot. But I also feel like I don't necessarily want to take my Neverfull or the Goyard bag to the office. It's something of being quite self-conscious about the branding still. Plus they don't have zippers or anything, so in case it rains and whatnot. These 3 I really like because they are not screaming designer. It's quite heavy, I have to put them down. Nor are they kind of like labeling anything into being either super cheap or super expensive. So I enjoy that. What was your favorite out of them all? And please do share, what bag do you use for work? Would you recommend? Let's continue in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.